Suzuki GSXR 1000 or the Suzuki Hayabusa. Two of the most popular and powerful sport bikes on the market today, and we've got a burning question. Which one would you pick? We've got drag racing experts and aficionados standing by to kick this one around, and we want to know, is it the Busa or the 1000?
Oh man, that's tough. I mean, it's not really that tough, but they're two completely different motorcycles.
Little guy likes the 1000 power to weight ratio. It's a more comfortable ride.
I think the Busa is a little bit more durable.
I like the Busa because the weather don't affect it as much as the 1000.
A lot to analyze and a lot to dive into here. Stay with us. We've got so much to discuss.
Busa?
Are you 1000?
But these 1000s, for me being a smaller guy, I feel like it's easier for me to handle this bike.
And you can make your own personal opinion on it.
This is so incredibly light. I feel like with the Busa, and you tell me your opinion, I feel like it'd be easier to tuck and get totally under the windscreen. Well, let's head to the heart of Tennessee, right in between Knoxville and Nashville, the quaint surroundings. It looks like a country club. Yes, we're headed to Crossville Dragway to answer this question. Such an interesting and compelling two-wheel debate. I think we can all agree on one thing, motorcycle fans. The GSXR 1000 and the Hayabusa are both great bikes. But which one is better? Settle in, because we're going to hear from some experts. We also want to hear from you. Finally, we have arrived. Crossville Dragway. This is the SDBA Tennessee Bike Rumble.
Hey, you ain't here, you missing out.
That's for sure, and there's plenty of Hayabusas on the property as usual, and there's also plenty of GSXR 1000s. Let's have some fun. Before we get our opinion poll going, let's give you the tail of the tape and dive into some statistics. First up, the 2020 Suzuki Hayabusa comes in at about $14,800 with a weight of 586 pounds. The real advantage for the GSXR 1000 is it's about 140 pounds less. Lighter guys really enjoy that. That will come at a price, as the GSXR 1000 costs about $1,000 more than the Busa. Here's some numbers that may surprise you as well. Stock, the 2020 Hayabusa comes with 197 horsepower, where the 2020 GSXR 1000 actually beats it at 199. Of course, you can change that with some tuning, but those are the numbers from the factory. Let's hear what the racers have to say. Better bike for drag racing, Busa or GSXR 1000?
1000.
And why so?
I like it for my size.
Nice and light, nice and comfortable.
Power bands are great.
There you go. Our next stop was Burt Brothers Racing. We know they love the GSXR 1000s, and we wanted to find out why. All right, I got a question for you. You look great, by the way.
Oh,
wonderful, wonderful
Look at
outfit here.
Slick, nice shirt here.
Appreciate it. I think I know what your answer is going to be, but I want to hear why.
What?
Better bike for drag racing, Hayabusa or GSXR 1000?
Depends on your build and what you're trying to accomplish. You can get a lot of good, reliable power out of a Busa, but these 1000s, for me being a smaller guy, I feel like it's easier for me to handle this bike, and I can just usually do faster. And I run about the same times as a lot of bigger guys do on Busas, but also I found that a lot of bigger, heavier set guys are more comfortable on a Busa rather than this tiny 1000. So it's really just preference. Ride somebody else's stuff, get a feel for it, you know, somebody you're cool with, and then decide what you want to do.
Have you spent a lot of time on a Busa?
I think I did one pass on it, and I just didn't like it because I felt like the gas tank was too big as my chest, so I felt like I was wrapped around it trying to ride it.
Here's one of our many side-by-side comparisons you'll see. Notice your swing arm's massive. How far over are you?
I believe I am about almost 70 inches axle to axle.
Wow.
Yeah, she's long.
Now that's long for a bracket bike. Why'd you go
Yes.
so long?
Because the swing arm was on the bike when I had purchased it, so I've just been running it out like that, and she runs good. I still get low 140s short times on it with that. So.
Has it ever wheelied with that swing arm? I was gonna say.
Not once.
You better have some serious hook if you're gonna wheelie with this bike.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's take a look. Hey, beautiful shirt, man. Love it. Absolutely. We're asking people what they like better for drag racing, the Busa or the GSXR.
You know I love them Suzukis.
All right, what would you pick and why?
Little guy likes the 1000 power to weight ratio. It's a more comfortable ride. 1000s are designed for a rider, ideally 160 pounds or so at the max.
A lot of riders say they love the lightweight.
Busas are more comfortable for the bigger guys. It's a matter of preference. You know, being on the track, comfort's everything.
No doubt.
1000, since you own a Busa, and you can make your own personal opinion on it.
Wow, I like that.
You can pick anyone you want to ride. You can ride Jeremy's if you want.
Thank you. I can see why guys really like this. This is a lot different than the Suzuki Hayabusa. It's comfortable. It's got to be comfortable for the smaller guys too, I'm sure. You guys had trouble getting underneath this windscreen at all?
Lowered, down, foot pegs, and back. Aftermarket rear sets. Give you more room in the cockpit because they're tight.
Do you think some guys might feel more stable on the Hayabusa since it's a heavier bike?
Yep, exactly.
Do you ever get any type of head shake or anything?
No, steering dampeners.
Beautiful.
Factory.
It's a wider bike. Obviously, I'm a Busa rider, so it's a little bit at home for me. Doesn't feel uncomfortable, but I can see why the GSXR feels a lot more sleek. I feel like with the Busa, and you tell me your opinion, I feel like it'd be easier to tuck and get totally under the windscreen. What do you
Busa's definitely a bigger cockpit than the 1000, without a doubt.
Great bike. Well, we saw another amazing stretched Hayabusa, and we had to get the lowdown on this one. Beautiful motorcycle. What's your name?
Marcus Moore,
Where are you from?
Suburban, Tennessee.
We're talking about the Busa versus the 1000 for drag racing. Why did you choose the Busa?
The cubic inches, you can't beat it. Once you got a bigger motor, then you can just put more to it. Start out with a 1000, then you got to start building up from there and keep on going. So I went with the Busa, that way I can just go on up from there. That's putting it to it, all right. Well, we want to know from you, which one would you pick? It's a tough decision. You may need a cold one to help you decide. Busa? Are you 1000? A lot of this will come down to rider skill, rider preference, and setup. Well, we found a man who's perfect to ask because he races a GSXR 1000 and a Busa on the same weekend, Ron Arnold. Ron, you are the perfect guy to ask.
Uh-oh.
We're talking about the Hayabusa versus the GSXR 1000 for drag racing. What is the better choice and why?
Well, I think the Busa is a little bit more durable, probably a little bit more consistent.
Ron knows that. He turns on plenty of wind lights all around the country.
If you do the exact same things to both bikes, the 1000 will outrun it. I really believe that.
It's amazing.
I have both, so I'm kind of... the 1000 is probably a little easier to ride. It's lighter. If you're a beginner, I'd say the 1000's a better way to go.
Now, if you can only take one to the race, what are you taking?
The Busa.
Really? So why is that?
It's probably more consistent. And like I say, it's more durable. It's the longevity of the Busa is, you know, it's unmatched by anything out there. Clutch clutches in the Busa. They last twice as long as the clutch in the 1000. If anybody ever ran 06 to 08 1000s, they were absolutely a clutch nightmare unless you dealt with MTC and those guys down there and let them hook you up with something good.
Yeah, an MTC can fix that. That's for sure.
And then you're in good shape, but before that, it's pretty rough with the clutch.
So again, your vote is Busa.
Busa. Busa for longevity and less money.
Interesting take by Ron Arnold. What say you? Let's hear from some more racers. What's your name?
Cameron Colby.
Perfect. We're talking GSXR 1000 versus Busa for drag racing. What do you like better and why?
I like the GSXR. They're lighter weight. I'm a little guy, so works better for me.
A clear example of how it does work for that rider. Have you been on any Busas?
Nope.
Okay, so this thing fits you like a glove.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've had 3 of them, so.
Safe to say you like them.
Oh yeah.
All right, we see a GSXR 1000 suiting up. We got the Busa here. We're asking people, what's better for track bike racing, the Busa or the 1000, and why?
I'm gonna say a Busa.
Now, why do you like the Busa?
I got 2 of them myself, so.
I see. You ever been on a GSXR 1000?
No.
Okay, so maybe just comes down to size, fit.
Yeah. But this is my first time racing this bike here, thanks to Dalton Markham, so.
Okay, comfortable on it?
Getting there. This will be my 4th pass.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Dwayne Jackson's another pro to ask. All right, Dwayne, you're one of the most successful out here. We're talking Hayabusa or 1000 to go drag racing.
I like the Busa because the weather don't affect it as much as the 1000.
Really?
Yeah, when I had a 1000, I would come out and some days it just wouldn't run the index number. I was going to run that day.
Okay.
And now, well, up here in the mountains, I'm having that problem with the Busa also, but usually I don't have that problem back home at all.
So the extra displacement makes it a little less susceptible to weather change?
Yeah, I guess it handles it better.
Dwayne is another one who does plenty of winning.
Yeah, because like I can go to XDA, I run 560, A88 in the heat of July. And the 1000, I can't do that, especially with my weight now. I used to be 145, 150, now I'm 175, 180, so that's a big part too.
So many great Hayabusa and GSXR 1000 battles all day long. Big wheelie out of the hole there for the Busa. We know the Busa's got more torque.
I'm having the best time.
There you go. But the power to weight ratio of the GSXR 1000 is hard to beat. You're surrounded by 1000s. What did you just say?
I should have got a lighter bike to push.
Well, hey, when it comes to pushing, we know the 1000's got the advantage.
Oh, absolutely. If both of us break down, he's going to win because I'm stopping. I like it.
Brian, you are another one of the guys that's going to be perfect to ask. You're going motorcycle drag racing. Take the Hayabusa or the GSXR 1000, and why?
Oh man, that's tough. I mean, it's not really that tough, but they're 2 completely different motorcycles. The Hayabusa is heavier, it's got a lot more torque. I'm gonna say it's easier to ride. It's smooth. It's kind of like the ZX14 versus the ZX10, really.
Great analogy, and boy, that's a debate for another day, the 14 versus the 10.
Because you can hop on a Busa and you got room for air, you got bottom end torque, etc. With the GSXR 1000, there's no room for error. But,
You could only take one. You're taking.
I'm taking the Busa, but the 1000 is lighter. It's a whole lot easier to move, and it's a higher power to weight ratio.
And right now, Brian's competing in HTP Super Stock, a class that takes a lot of finesse and throttle control. He loves the attributes of the GSXR, but he says when he's going racing, he's taking the Busa. So there you have it. Boy, talk about a mixed reaction. I think it's safe to say from our perspective, the Hayabusa appears to be a slightly more popular bike, although when it comes to rider size, the smaller guys really like the GSXR 1000. There's a lot of difference of opinion. I can tell you here on Cycle Drag, I'm a Hayabusa owner, have absolutely no complaints. I have 20,000 miles on the bike. It's been down the drag strip 100 times. I love it. The only slight minor gripe I could have is it gets a little uncomfortable on those 400 mile plus trips, but hey, what sport bike wouldn't? I'm excited to try out the GSXR 1000. I want to give that a full review. Maybe I'll take the Burt brothers up on that opportunity, but we want to know from you right now and why. GSXR 1000 or Busa? Put it in the comments below. Tough question to answer. So many impressive GSXR 1000s, so many gorgeous, robust Busas. And I've got one more question for all you tuners and aficionados out there. Why do you think Suzuki put the GSXR 1000 out with a higher horsepower number, 199 to 197? Why didn't they release the bikes equal? What's the thought process there? Fill me in, let me know. Guys, we also want to thank you very much for watching this video, and we want to thank you for subscribing to Cycle Drag on YouTube, liking CycleDrag.com on Facebook. We're making that climb to 200,000 subscribers. If you know any motorcycle fanatics who you think would appreciate this video, please share with them. We appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much. Yes, we do. The burning question, the Suzuki Hayabusa or the GSXR 1000? We want your opinion and why. Leave it down below. I can't wait to hear your feedback. We read every comment and we appreciate it. Hey, Cycle Drag, you know we got your back. Come here for a second. Check this out. Brock's Performance Exhaust. Well, right now, if you go down below in the description, you will find a special link to save you money at Brock's Performance. Make sure you check it out. The link is down below. You can get your exhaust pipe and so much more. Wait a minute. Is it the legendary Jesse James? Are you really the legendary Jesse James?
Sometimes, only in my own mind.
What do you got on your hat?
Cycle Drag.
You're the man. Do you watch the Cycle Drag YouTube channel?
No, but you should.
We hope that you'll start watching, and I appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you, Jesse. Thanks to everybody for watching. Please subscribe. Please leave your comment. Please like on Facebook. And you know, if there's anything fast motorcycle involved, especially GSXRs and Hayabusas, we're in. Cycle Drag rolls on. More coming on this topic. Turn on those notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.